the Pokémon World Championships in Anaheim, California, I was lucky enough to be invited to be amongst the first in the world to play the Pokémon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition demo. This demo was very focused and came in two different parts. The first part was an introduction into the ZA Royale, and the second part was a battle against a rogue Mega Evolution Pokémon. Both parts gave me 10 minutes or allowed me to finish it before the time limit was over. There's no element testing out the day mode of the game where you can search out for wild Pokémon, so alas I was unable to find the world's first shiny Pokémon. The battle system, as originally revealed, is different from past traditional main series games in that it has a real-time battle system. You send out a Pokémon at any time, and when logged onto a Pokémon, a display will appear in the bottom right, and this is your move selection. Rather than selecting each move through a menu, it is done with the face buttons of the controller, with each button corresponding to a move the Pokémon has. So the B button will be one move, the X button another, and so forth. The moves are then done on a cooldown before it can be used again. So you could rapidly unleash an onslaught of moves, but it will then mean you have to wait a bit of time and your Pokémon will be vulnerable. The Pokémon will also follow you as you walk around, and some moves can be commanded from a further distance while others need Pokémon to go up close to the opponent. However, that does mean that Pokémon may not necessarily go precisely where you want them to, but they will keep close to you where possible. This new battle system made it feel more dynamic and more akin to what has been seen in the animated series in the past, but it still feels very Pokémon. Alongside damaging moves, you also have status moves such as Growl and Thunder Wave, which can be used in various ways. Whilst the demo showed the early part of the game, I can already see there being a need for good strategy later in the game, rather than just button mashing repeatedly. Unlike Pokémon Legends Arceus, this game also has hold items in it, so you can attach the items to various Pokémon for various effects. The ones I saw in the demo were just berries, but this leaves things open for more strategy later. With this demo, I got to look at the battle system for trainer battles. In the ZA Royale, I was given the task of defeating 3 trainers in order to earn points and a challenger's ticket in order to access the Royale. As this was early game content, the trainers were fairly simple with a Weedle, a Bellsprout and a Bunnelby, so they were fairly simple to beat with the Pokemon that we were given, but they gave a good early look at the battle system. Being able to sneak up on trainers really gave an advantage, but when you're the recipient of it, it can be devastating. Alongside the 3 trainers I fought, there was a 4th which was nearly 10 levels higher than my Pokemon. I had hoped to brute force it, but they snuck up on me and wiped out all of my Pokemon in one hit, with me not dealing much damage. The second part of the demo was the Rogue Mega Evolution battle. In this segment I chased Zygarde 10% form throughout Lumio City until it took me to a rooftop where an Absol was. It started to Mega Evolve on its own, causing AZ to send a Lucario with a Mega Ring up to help. This battle is more reminiscent of the noble Pokemon battles and battles with Arceus from Legends Arceus, in that you're in an area with the Pokemon going for you. They will go for you more than they go for your Pokemon, and so the Absol went for me and could knock me out easily, which would cause me to lose the battle. It had moves of both close range and distance, so it needed me to act accordingly. As the moves landed on Absol, it started to drop the energy orbs. These are picked up in order to charge your Mega Gauge, which, once full enough, will allow you to Mega Evolve. This allows for you to do more damage, but the gauge will gradually deplete, so it's only for a limited time. But Absol does drop more the more damage you inflict, so you could keep it Mega Evolved until you defeat the Absol. Although Absol was a low-level rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon, there was still strategy involved. I made sure to have to use Protect when it used Dark Pulse because that was causing multiple hits to the Lucario, and the Lucario was stuck in the wave. I then used Aura Sphere to attack from a distance and Rock Smash to get up close and lower its defense, followed by Bullet Punch for a quick hit. Eventually I managed to defeat the Absol, and as a reward I was given the Absolite, and the Absol would join me in my travels. These battles are likely to get more difficult, and I'm very excited to play more. While playing through the game, it ran super smooth and it looked great. In the segment before the Rogue Mega Absol, I got to look around the city and it just looked divine. It looked like how I always imagined Lumio City would be. It was such a fun play and it really has me wanting to play more. It's still early and it's hard to say how well the new systems will work in an overall game, but from what I played here, it seems like it's a cool evolution of the Pokémon Legends formula, and it has me wanting to go back and play more, which is a good sign in my view. It's new, it's fresh, and it's quintessentially Pokémon. So if you're at the Pokémon World Championships or Gamescom and you have the opportunity to play, give it a shot. And thank you all very much for watching this video, and thank you again for the Pokémon Company International for inviting me to play this demo. And be sure to let me know what you think if you're getting a chance to play, and be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Be sure to follow Cerebi for all your Pokémon news. And until next time, see ya!